Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Yes, it's already afternoon. Maria Banga here. Maria Banga, your motivational speaker. Maria Banga, your psychotherapist, inspirational author, lawyer, every other woman, right? Sunday reflections. Yep. What am I looking at? Thinking about life, thinking about how it's so good to take care of yourself in life and to be unapologetic about it. So you deserve it, you deserve it, you deserve it. Yeah, basically self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. If you have ever thought that self-care is selfish, well, I hope by the end of this show you are going to really think about it again, and you're going to start taking super care of yourself, and you're not going to feel like apologizing for doing that, and you're not going to let anybody talk you down from doing that, and you're not going to be feeling guilty about it, and you're not going to need for somebody to approve it and to validate your choices, because there's several ways to take care of yourself, right? I'm in Limbe. I came to Limbe yesterday for a self-care retreat, 1 day or overnight self-care journey, and honestly it has been 100 sur 100, 100%, 100%. Prendre soin de soi n'est pas un problème. On ne doit pas se sentir coupable quand on prend soin de soi. On ne doit pas s'expliquer. On ne doit pas se défendre. On ne doit pas attendre à ce que quelqu'un nous valide dans nos choix. On ne doit pas se soucier même. You know, since I came yesterday, I've not even called my house. I just sent a WhatsApp to my son to say I arrived safely, and that is that. Somebody asked me, oh, has Max put to bed? I don't know, and I don't even want to know. Let me go back and, like there's no fire on the mountain. You need to stop. You know, we grew up in a society, I don't know about you, but I also grew up thinking, oh, as long as you are doing things and people are clapping, I used to say, they will call me l'homme de situation difficile, and I love it when people call me l'homme de situation difficile. Oh, whatever you want, call Ma, call Ayu, at any time of the day, wake me up from sleep, send me, call me, write to me, send me a message. Well, if I have to come show up somewhere, I will show up. If I have to do whatever, I will do. If I have to cook for Africa overnight, I will cook. If I have to, but when you do that, you can crash, because it's like you have set up your life around that. Like, if they don't clap for me, then I'm not doing something. Some of us grew up in homes where there were so many other children. It's not like it was just us. And yeah, that was the African thing to do, but there was also the other side of it, right? The resources were so spread out. Resources not only in terms of money, but also in terms of time you have to spend with your children, of course with your own self even. Imagine you a mother in a house of 22 children, both yours and family and in-laws and all kinds. Where do you have time to take care of 22 people to the point of having time for yourself? What do you mean by having time for yourself? I was talking with somebody this morning, and they were telling me, because I was wondering if it's easier for women to take care of themselves or for men. And well, they're man, so they were saying they think it's easier for women. And I was like, why do you think so? So women have a lot of outlets. They have their njangis, they have their social groups and all of those kind of things. So when they go there, they probably take care of themselves. And I was like, no, I'm a woman. I've been to I've been to meetings and stuff. All I'm thinking of, even while there, is still those children back at home. Is still the man, for example. I mean, I was watching a show this morning, and it was about mom guilt. And one of the moms was saying, oh, she used to just think only about her children and about her man, her husband. So I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my husband. I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my husband. And I was hearing, it was towards the end that she actually said, well, she wants to make, did she even talk about making time for herself? No, making more time to spend with the children. So it's like all we do is take care of the children, take care of the man, take care of the home, take care of the job, take care of everything. Is about the children, the home, the house, the man, the this, the that, the family. What about you? And we were talking with my very good friend, and I was saying, I really find it funny that you have a body, for example, and you use that body to serve everybody else but yourself. Sometimes you don't even take care of that body. And when I talk about taking care of your body, I'm not only talking about making up, not only talking about exercise, I'm talking even about meditation. I'm talking even about just sitting quiet inside that body, listening to your body, feeding your body with the kind of food that will make you smile. I love eating things that are not heavy, things that will keep me flexible. I love fruits, for example. I brought my fruits here to Limbe, and I took pleasure in smashing them and in drinking them and in feeling the pineapple in my mouth. The other day on Thriving Thursday, it's a group for World Pulse Ambassadors. That is actually the talk we had. Self-care is not selfish. And one thing she was saying, hey, my mommy, thank you for watching. One thing our trainer was talking about was mindfulness. And she said, being mindful, and of course I added, me, I have learned all of those things, is being conscious of what you are doing. Like, don't eat like you want to finish and go. No. When I sit down to eat my food, even if it's salad, some people say, Maria Abanga, even water, you did drink water like say you are making love to that water. No, because I'm mindful and I'm appreciating the water, I'm appreciating the pineapple, I'm tasting the pineapple, I'm not just chewing it, I'm enjoying the juice, the taste of the ginger, and stuff like that, and the carrots, oh my goodness, the way it was boiled, the egg, the this, the that. That is also taking care of yourself, taking time to enjoy the atmosphere, the environment, the bed sheet, the soap, the parrot. There's a parrot here. This is the first time I'm paying attention to this parrot, but I've been here before. Can you imagine that? Like, where are we rushing to? Like, where are we rushing to? Maybe so that, and then when you die, people say, oh, Mark, she was such a selfless person. She was always there for everybody. Bravo, but no, Mark also wants to be there for herself. And for me, that is not being selfish. And if people say it is selfish or people think it is selfish, somebody wants to send me a message in my inbox saying, Mark, you are so selfish without your body. I was like, what are you talking about? Is it your body? What do you mean I'm selfish with my body? Well, they were thinking about it in a perverse way. It was a man, right? And for them, I'm selfish with my body because I'm taking so good care of my body, but I'm not letting anybody touch that body. I'm like, it's my body, it's my choice. So yes, I will take care of the body, and no, not any Tom, Dick, or Harry will touch the body. After all, is my body not the temple of the Holy Spirit? For me, remembering that my body is a temple of the Holy Spirit actually means that not allowing anybody to fool around with my body. You can look. I don't have any problem with showing, flaunting the thing, no problem. That is not disgracing the Holy Spirit according to me. But it is allowing somebody to defy the body. For me, that is where the problem is. So no, I will not. I would want to be very conscious, be intentional about what I'm doing with my body, including what I'm feeding my body, including what I'm doing with the body, like exercise, including where I am taking that body to. Like, I don't just want to go and hang around just anywhere in any kind of crowd. My friend was surprised today that I sit in a bar. I said, yeah, who are the kind of people who sit in a bars? Why can I not sit in a bar? But I will not go there just anyhow. I've not been there since January, for example. Go and sit in a bar, but those are the kind of things. And go with the intention of giving yourself a treat. That is self-care for me. Don't go because you want to please some people you are going with. So you go and sit there just because, well, it's jangy, it's second meeting or stuff like that. No, I don't attend anyhow. And well, since Corona started, we have not met again. But when we used to meet, I don't go for just every meeting. I go for the meeting I want to go to. Not because I want to go and tick my name, but because I feel like that trip is worth it for me. And one of the things I do when I go for those kind of trips is I don't go depending on somebody to bring me back or to take me along. If I want to join a sisterhood, maybe be in the car so we can commune some, I do. If not, I take myself to the meeting and I take myself back. That thing of wanting to belong to a crowd, a flock. Those of us who went to boarding schools, maybe we learned it there. Like, it's good to do things together. If the group is not doing it, then you are not doing it. No, self-care for me is doing my thing to take care of myself. Like, I went down beach, I went to the garden yesterday. I had a wonderful time with the breeze, with the memories, with the parrots, with the leaves, with all of those things, with myself. And in the evening, I did a show. I was on a show. I had accepted to do that because it's talking about things I like. I will not go on a show to talk about what I don't like, what I don't relate to. No way. I will not. That's disservice to myself. That will be pleasing the other people, just being there because they want me to be there. Nada. If I don't want to be on that show, I will not be on that show. Even if you promise me what, if I don't want to be, if I don't relate to the topic, I will not. That is taking care of myself. Talking about domestic violence, it's me, it's my message, and that is why I would always use my personal experience. And well, the panelists, they found it very courageous, they found it nice and all of that, but that's it. That is why on my shows everywhere I use my personal experiences. It is serving myself. It is telling myself, Mark, you've come a long way and it's okay to talk about it. It is caring for yourself, telling yourself, girl, this is your journey, and just own all of that journey. Talk about it, breathe it out, and go on. So I don't think it is selfish. There's several ways to take care of yourself. Several ways. You can go for a trip like myself, an overnight trip, a 1-week trip, a 4-day trip. But don't do it because you want to please somebody. Do it for yourself. You can attend a meeting, leave the house, leave all the wear and tear and all the worry and whether the children will go up, whatever is going to happen, leave all up. Forget about that. So my friend ended up accepting that, admitting or saying that he thinks men are better at self-care than women. Why? Because when men meet, maybe after work at the bar or something, they don't even think about you people, whether you are doing what, you are not doing what. That is not their thing. Oh my, that is what my sister is saying. If you don't take care of yourself, how would you learn? Well, some people, some of us, like me, I grew up thinking that taking care of people is the most important thing in life. So there was nothing there like taking care of myself. No, it was just taking care of people. So it's now that I have learned that, no, you have to take care of yourself so that you do it more, you do it better, you do it more authentically for other people than, because I used to feel angry. I used to feel like, I will grumble inside my heart, but I will do the thing. That was it for me. I will grumble inside my heart, but I will do the thing. But now I don't grumble. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. So he was saying that men take care of themselves better than women, because when men go out like to the bar or stuff, they are not even talking about you people. They are not even concerned about what's happening in the house. They are talking about the football match, or they are talking about whatever. They are drinking. They are having a great time. And then when they come back home, whatever is happening at home is happening. And yeah, we used to think that was selfish. I used to think that they are so selfish. But I think that they're just taking care of themselves, and we have probably given them that that, I don't know whether it's permission or that impression that they can take care of themselves. They can go and have their fun. We are here. We are running the show. I remember watching Denzel Washington praising his wife and saying that she holds the fort, so he can go and act all his movies and even have his side chicks and have his, he knows that she's holding the fort back at home. She's there. And somebody was saying the other day that Ethiopians can do whatever, he can have his time, he can live his best life. What's that, his wife's name? I cannot remember the woman's name, but she's there, she's not running away, the house is there, the children will be taken care of and all of that. So you see to what point it looks like self-care is a male thing, it's a man thing, it's allowed for men, but it's not allowed for women. Yesterday somebody was asking me a question and they were like, so what about your children and your husband? I was like, oh, so even if I was married, it would be wrong for me to go on a trip without my children and my husband? Why would you tag a human being that way? Why would you tag a woman that way? And it makes me really remember, I have a friend, I really respect her, a big sister. She went to Canada and she shared some pictures with me and I was appreciated. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm sure you had a blast. She said, no, it was so boring. Say, why? Because she was all alone. And I started laughing. We were talking. And she said, yeah, I know, say, you find I'm funny because if it's you, you will have the... I was like, my dear, hey, who put me there right now? See waterfall. See this, see that. I'll be there instead of enjoying the water and the splash and the everything. I'll be thinking about... She said, but when you were married, did you used to look at it that way? I said, no, because I was still in that mindset. But even if I had stayed in the marriage and my mindset would have been different now, man, alone or together, I would have gone. In short, I was still married when I brought my children to the zoo in this Limbe. I had wanted for us to do it as a family. We will make a program. We will not keep it. And at some point, I was like, no, I want to come to Limbe. I want to bring my kids to the zoo. I want to come and visit the papa of this house with my children. And that was the first and the last time my children saw him and he saw my children. This is somebody who impacted my life so much. So I was really like wanting him to see my children or see where I am now and see me. So I wanted that journey so bad to the point where I ended up coming without my husband. And yes, he wasn't happy about it. And well, I did not care. I left on a Saturday morning and I spent a good time in Limbe with my kids. I didn't even call him to talk to him. Or, sometimes when you go on a trip, you want to call and say, oh, we arrived safely, la, 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 la. I can be that stubborn. I did not call him. And then we left in the evening from Limbe, drove to Boya to one of my other mother's house, slept there. The kids had a wonderful time in a big bath and all of that, ate some ice cream. And then, the next morning went back. And then whatever fire was waiting for me, there was waiting for me. Is that my problem? I had a good time. So self-care is not only for single women. Self-care is not only for men. No. Even as a married woman, I remember I had an uncle. Once he told me that the wife had gone abroad on vacation for a month, and I was like, oh my, all by herself. At that time I was still young, right? He said, yeah, and she went to see her sister, and then they're going to have a great time together. It now makes sense to me. Why not? I mean, go. I'm planning a trip to Kribi, and 2 of my girlfriends have already said, oh, please make it when I'll be around and don't forget me. And I'm like, okay, let's pull it together. Get an apartment, furnish one, no time to be budging and stuff like that. If we want to cook, we cook. We don't want to cook, we go out. Just exhale. Just take care of yourself. Forget about those children. They will not die. Once I had somebody coming in from the US and they were like, oh, I have cooked all the food. I have labeled Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I was laughing. I was like, hey, girlfriend, what? Allow them to also cook their own food now. What is all this? And you know what happened? When she went back, she told me that the food was still there in the fridge. I was like, who gave you that work? Of course now, why would the food not be there? When you are there, you are cooking, they are eating what you are cooking. Because you are the mother of the house, so they don't have a choice. You are going away, you are making sure again that there's food in the fridge for every blessed day. They cannot go and eat pizza. They cannot cook their own food themselves. They cannot know. Taking care of yourself also means allowing other people to explore their own ways of taking care of themselves. Another way is also allowing other people to pamper you, to take care of you. I came yesterday, and my mom here, she likes to do her things, and she likes to serve you and take care of you. And I was like, hey Mark, you deserve this. Did you not come here to rest? So why would you come and crack your head again because you want to wash plates, you want to serve yourself? Allow mommy to do this. It also pleases her to take care of you. So that is it from my own angle. I had to process that immediately and tell myself, don't insist. Allow her to do the things she wants to do and just enjoy it. So it's almost like it has been hotel service for me. Like, what have I done? I've made up the bed, I've swept, I've baked. That is all I have done. But she even came and served me in the room upstairs yesterday, so well covered and everything. And I was like, hey man, this was 4-star or even 5-star. Seriously. I'm going back with a heavy heart, but I have to go. But I'm going back much better than I came. I mean, I have the picture of when I came, and I look at me today, like, I've not even gone into a sauna. I've not gone nowhere, but just doing this. So let me go and have lunch, and then start heading back to Douala Park. You don't have to juggle for everyone else and society to the point of nervous breakdown. No. You don't have to. You might think you cannot stop. No, you can stop. If you don't want to stop, it is because, well, you have been so used to doing it, and you've been so used to all the accolades and all the reviews from people and all the clapping and all of that. You think that if you don't do it, then people are going to start saying, hey, we feel say Maria Abanga na all round, epe tout fait, no, enu de soi, kelambara, all of that. Je m'en fiche. C'est ma vie. Et comme ma grand-sœur dit, si tu ne prends pas soin de toi, comment tu pourras vraiment te donner aux autres? Comment tu pourrais servir? Comment? No way. So no, girlfriend. Mimi, hats off. I saw your fantasy party. 2 girlfriends having the time of their life, drinking their champagne, eating their food. You don't do that now. You do it when, in particular? Because there's also an age where self-care should be a priority. When you clock 40, what is it? You want to spend your life taking care of somebody else? And then when the person goes, what happens to you? Also think of yourself. I'm not saying be so selfless so selfish to the point where you cannot even take care of another person. No, me, I can take care of people. I love taking care of people. But no, there are times when I have to be like Mark first. Look, one day in my own house, I told my kids, today is my self-care Saturday. I'm not opening my door except to go and look for food and come back to my room. I want to sleep. I want to watch my movie. I want to do my live videos. I want to all of that except solve any problem. Have anybody run in here? Nothing. You can just figure yourself out today. What's your budget? Okay, that's the money. Nobody. Okay. And that Saturday until 4 p.m. I went out, got my breakfast, came back, blah blah blah. Went out, got my lunch, came back. I mean, I even bathed, but at 4 p.m. before I went out of the room, and then just went out of my gate. And I felt so good. The other day, or was it last week or whenever? Yeah, last Saturday. I said this was a free Saturday. If the house is upside down, whatever is happening, shh. Even Max was free to sit on the chair, do whatever. Fix my salad, eat, go back into the room. Bathe, go to the office. Let them also be. When you take care of yourself, you become less anxious, less nervous, less irritated. You are not looking at each pin on the floor. Why is this last year? Why is this? No. And that helps you with your mental health a lot. You feel so good about yourself. You feel like you glow. You don't even need to rub something on your body to glow. You just glow. Everybody can see. The breeze has done me so much. the beds, the atmosphere, the food, all of that, even the conversations, both online, offline, and the shows and everything. Oh my goodness. Let me inspire you people, I like to inspire people with my personal experiences. That's my purpose anyway. So that is it. There's several ways. Please Google them. I rate my trip to Limbe 100%. And let me tell you my budget, 10,000. That was my budget, and I still have 4,500 francs with me. My fare to go back to Douala, 2,000 francs. Can you imagine? I'm even feeling guilty, like, what did you bring? If you checked into a hotel, wouldn't you have spent more? So see how grateful I am for such a wonderful atmosphere, such a wonderful home, such a wonderful everything. Like, next trip, I have to spoil my mom well and proper. Okay, so I have written books. So if you want to read more, you want to feel my spirit. When you write books, people read them. People can see how you were in 2013 and how you are in 2020. It's not something I'm talking about. Like, no, go read my 2013. You get my state of mind. You know where I was. Read 2015, read 2020, and then you'll be able to say, yes, this is really possible. That's my message. Every time I share a message, I just want people to know that there is hope. It is possible, especially when you think about yourself too, and when you make peace with that and know it is not selfish. And when we share, it is to inspire other people. It's not so that somebody says, I validate or I don't validate. No. I've already done my thing. I'm not waiting for anybody to validate. I just want people to be inspired and see it and say, wow, with 10K, I can take care of myself for one night. Especially if you have somewhere where you're going to sleep, right? You can. I ate some good fish down beach yesterday. Well, what else did I do? I bought smoothie, a glass for 500 at down beach. That fish cost me how much? 2,000. I bought a stick of crevet for 500. I bought miondo for, no, it was inside, 2,500. That's what I spent at down beach. And then the glass of smoothie, 500. That's 3,000. That's actually what I spent. If not, I would have still had much more than 4,500. I spent how much to come here? 2,000. Transport from my house, transport to down beach, 500 back here. So you see, you can make that. Even with 5,000, you can take care of yourself. Even with less. That day in my house, in my room, I didn't spend no money, but I just took care of myself. I just stayed there, dancing, doing the sports. Those are ways of taking care of yourself. You don't spend nothing. Thank you, my sister Clementine. Yes, I've gone a long way. I will keep inspiring you too, right? You too. Please, let's keep doing this, because many do look up to us. There might not be thousands of views and stuff, but they do reach out, and I really appreciate that, and I'm grateful for the grace to keep being me and to keep having sisters like you. I also look up to, I get inspired by, and I'm like, I'm on the right track. I am. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful Sunday. Be you, right? Be you. And if possible, share so that other people can be inspired. Let me go and eat my super delicious kene soup with fish and gari, and then go back to Douala. I'll miss Limbe, but I'm coming again. There's already an invitation for a special treat, man. Okay, see you everybody. Thank you so much. God bless us all.